Topic of the day, angle this camera a bit better, is subordinating yourself to other people. What does subordinate mean? Subordination is where you put yourself at a lower rank than someone, which is, yes, good and bad to do. Example today is a friend had issue with her MacBook, and I fucking know a lot about MacBooks and YouTube. And if there's a YouTube problem and a MacBook there, I'm like really fucking confident I can help that situation. So she took a computer to a technician or a shop or something, and they said, oh, we've got to do a wipe, you've got a virus on there, you've got to do a re-clean install, and you've got to clean the hard drive and all this stuff, and money. And then she said something to me, and I'm like, okay, I know that problem. And I said, you know, we'll work out a time, I'll come around and fix it up for you. And she had her doubts. She said, oh, I wasn't sure if you could do it, but you did it. And I fucking went down and aced it, and it's basically cleaning projects that had already been uploaded to YouTube. And we just freed up heaps of space, like 60 gig of space we freed up on 128 gig hard drive. So I don't have any technician qualifications as a computer person. I'm very computer literate, but if it's a MacBook problem and it's related to YouTube, then I'm your man, because I don't have qualifications. I wouldn't go to university or do a course. I live it. I fucking live it and fucking breathe it every single day. So when you have people that live and breathe something, in my opinion, they're the qualified people. They're the people you want to go for the advice, versus someone that went to university or did a course or whatever. Not to discredit that situation, because that means you can apply yourself, and that's really good. That's awesome. If you can go for university or a course and apply yourself and get it done, get your certificate or your PhD or your doctorate or whatever you're going to get, your bachelor's, it shows you can apply yourself. So that's really good. Doesn't mean you know what you're talking about though. There's a big difference, okay? There's a big difference. My friends who are surgeons, they say the university wasn't that much. It was when you start chopping people open and there's someone going to die on the fucking operating table, that's when you get your shit together. You got to make it fucking happen. So I always go for the reality that you can learn skill in real life. You don't have to do a course or learn how to, I've published ebooks, very successful financially, very successful in creating impact and culture and grassroots movement. I fucking can't even spell properly. I can't even fucking string a sentence together with proper grammar. But some people go, oh, you need to be an English professor before you can put out an ebook. I disagree, man. I disagree. I write my own reality. I write my own fucking reality every fucking day. You know that. Can't find a t-shirt I like? Make one yourself. And that's my philosophy for life, is there's always a better way. There's always a better way. If you can find a better way than me, tell me, because I want it, man. If you can show me better results or whatever, drug-free, no starving, whatever, I'm down. I'm curious. No one ever has. No one ever will. I wouldn't say no one ever will, because I believe there's always a better way. But until that, this way's the way. My advice when it comes to diet and nutrition, YouTube. Friend the other day, man, made bank on YouTube. Bank on YouTube. Over $13,000 for the last month. And I mean, that's not a lot of money for some people. Some people, $13,000 are like, fucking spend that in a handbag. But for a lot of people, $13,000 is a lot of money. And, this advice works, man. It's about application of self in the right direction. I mean, I can't imagine. I seriously can't imagine if someone, what's the average university degree, 4 years or whatever. I can't imagine if someone did 4 years of university degree effort, plus the part-time job to fund themselves, and they put that into YouTube, making viral content or whatever. I mean, no one ever has done that in the history of YouTube. I mean, the amount of impact or money they would make would be just insane, man. I don't even work that hard. I mean, I do 70 hours a week, but a lot of it's it's not uploading content. It's answering your questions or doing Tumblr or something. That's not I'm talking about 70 hours a week uploading content. That would be who's going to be the first? I don't know. That's just, but that is so far out of people's reality. I can sort of entertain it a bit, but for the average person, it's so far out of reality. Most people don't even know there's money on YouTube. Most people say YouTube, what? How do you make money on that? I thought it's just cats and kids and shit. People got no idea. Some people got no idea. I mean, fucking hell, people think, oh, if you've got no idea about steroids in sports or steroids in Instagram or steroids in YouTube, they've got no idea about fake people on the internet. They've got no idea about how everyone's trapped in the system pretty much, and it's the rule of money. And the person who cleans his pool here maybe gets $10 a day, and they sleep in a shithole place. So people like me can just sort of laze around like a lizard in the sun. And that's why I had a vasectomy, man. We have so many problems on the planet. We don't need to have more kids. If you got kids, fine, you got kids, but let's not have any more. Never ever, guys, never, promise me this, you never ever stick your cock in another girl until you've had a vasectomy. Do it. Like, it's just, like, what like, serious? No. More kids on the planet? Like, look at the problems we've got, man. Like, fuck, and Thailand's a fucking awesome place, man. There's no real problems in Thailand compared to, like, fucking, you know, Rwanda or fucking certain parts of Africa or Bangladesh or India where there's like legit poverty. There's no poverty in Thailand. I mean, the person who cleans his pool $10 a day is like, yeah, loving it, mate. It's like a nice pool, get to clean it. Like, it, you know, people aren't having to sell their kidneys and shit like that in India. It's crazy, man. Anyway, so subordinating to other people is the biggest mistake people can do. Oh, I don't do video production at school or university, or I don't have a master's degree in Bachelor of Arts of English Studies, and I don't look like fucking a photoshopped Victoria's Secret model who's had a zillion fucking shots of fucking Botox in her face or liposuction or whatever. I don't look like, and that doesn't matter. What matters is you fucking have that Invictus fucking attitude where every day you work towards your goal and you attack it like a motherfucking honey badger on steroids and 4 grams of cocaine. Get a fucking gram of test into that fucking little 5 kilo honey badger, put a fucking 4 grams of coke into it, and that's the attitude you want to fucking have. That honey badger, man. Go watch the honey badger videos on YouTube. You want to just attack it, man, until it gets fucking done. And then you also want to be like a honey badger in tenacity and that Invictus, unconquerable, unable to be overcome attitude. But you also want to be like an eel, like a slippery eel in the Sargasso Sea, where you just, someone tries to shut you down and get you, and they just grab on and you just like slip through the hand. And your flexibility, you can tie yourself into a knot, untie yourself, and just slip through everything. And you want to be like an octopus where you've just got your tentacles everywhere in a good way, just getting it done everywhere. You know, a bit of the octopus, eel, honey badger combination. And then I think the eel is just like slippery. You're so slippery that comments just don't affect you because your inner voice is so strong. All the comments and tiny arrows shot your way, they don't bleed you because they're just bouncing off, they're just slipping off, because your inner voice is just louder than anyone else's bullshit. It's louder than status quo's worship of God of public opinion. The addiction the status quo has of worshipping the God of public opinion. Your inner voice is stronger than that, it's greater than that. You don't give a fuck about social disapproval. You're not here for social approval. You're here to get shit done, live your purpose, live your passion, find your purpose, and fucking live it every day. You don't care about situational inconvenience where, you know, you might go to a restaurant, they don't have what you want. You make it fucking happen. You make it fucking happen. I make it fucking happen. I get whatever the fuck I want to get every fucking meal, every day. Don't fuck around. When you lose your excuses, you fucking find your results. You got any questions? We'll do some more story time, whatever you want to call this. Let us know down below. Let's do some topics, man. I'm here to help you. Help yourself. There's a lot to talk about. Let's bang them out. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching. And without the audience, I'd just be talking to myself in front of the camera, and that'd be weird.